Yeah. This is a full.
Did you post your link?
Yep, I think so.
No, but
Morning.
Morning.
Oh,
Again.
again. Having a cold Sprite. I'm copied out. This coffee cup I got up at the lake. I love it. Anyways, so today is Tuesday, June 13th, and we are doing AA this morning, even though we just got back from uh, Shady Cove. I lost the name. It was a long drive yesterday on 4 hours of sleep, but we made it, and we ended up going down a logging road that scared me so bad. I was white knuckling my steering wheel. I was like, oh no, we're not, don't trust Google Maps, because that's what it did. But anyway, today is AA, and I'm glad to be back, and we had fun. Actually got to see the lake. I posted a video on that on my adventures part, so please enjoy that video. Today is AA, and I'm going to lay out rules. No bullying, please. No judgment. This is an AA meeting, not a meeting for people to be rude to each other or any such thing. If you want to be in the chat, you are more than welcome to be. Just be mindful that the chat does upload. So if you don't want people to know your name, I completely understand. Just hit the like button so we know that you are here. And if you're a newcomer, welcome. You've come to the right place. I was given a gift of sobriety for free, and I'm just reaching out there from my platform to help anyone in need of some help. In the description, I do put in the book that we are on. This is the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. This is the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions book of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I don't read it every day, but I have learned ways to cope with the, wanting to have a drink or the urge to have a drink. I am 8 years and almost 6 months sober, or 8 months, 8 years and 8 months. I have to remember that. You get it all confused. My sobriety date is November 15th, 2014, and I'm very proud of it. So that's why I started this, is if I can help someone, it's worth it. So I'm going to read the steps, and then we will get into chapter 6.
Serenity prayer.
Into action. Yes, I will do that. And it's page 72. Sorry if I'm all jumbled. I'm still very tired. But here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. No, we got back from Oregon meetup yesterday. It was fun. Got to meet a lot of people. I will be discussing that on my live stream tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. or 7:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Hi, Roy and
And
Becky. Thank you for the raid.
thank you for the raid, Roy and Becky. I appreciate you guys. And so we're going to get into the 12 steps. 1. We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. 4. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defective characters. 7. Humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings. 8. Made a list of all persons we had harmed and become willing to make amends to them all. 9. Made direct amends wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continue to take personal inventory and when wrong, promptly admit it. 11. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for the knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, I always get ahead of myself on this. 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs.
Are we doing the traditions today?
No, we do that on Saturdays. So I do an AA meeting on Tuesday mornings at 11 a.m. and also on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you want to be there to listen, you're more than welcome. So I'm going to start reading on chapter 6, Into Action. Having made our personal inventory, what shall we do about it? We have been trying to get a new attitude, a new relationship with our Creator, and to discover the obstacles in our path. We admitted certain defects. We have ascertained in a rough way what the trouble is. We have put our finger on the weak items in our personal inventory. Now these are about to be cast out. This requires action on our part, which, when completed, will mean that we have admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our defects. This brings us to the 5th step in the program of recovery mentioned in the preceding chapter.
This is perhaps difficult, especially discussing our defects with other persons. We think we have done well enough in admitting these things to ourselves. There is doubt about that. In actual practice, we usually find a solitary self-appraisal insufficient. Many of us thought it necessary to go much further. We will be more reconciled to discussing ourselves with another person when we see good reasons why we should do so. The best reason first, if we skip this vital step, we may not overcome drinking. Time after time, newcomers have tried to keep to themselves certain facts about their lives. Trying to avoid this humbling experience, they have turned to easier methods. Almost invariably, they got drunk. Having persevered with the rest of the program, they wondered why they fell. We think the reason is that they never completed their house cleaning. They take inventory all right, but hung on to some of the worst items in stock. They only thought they had lost their egoism and fear. They only thought they had humbled themselves, but they had not learned enough of humility, fearlessness, and honesty. In the sense, we find it necessary until they told someone else all their life story. More than most people, the alcoholic leads a double life. He is very much the actor. To the outer world, he presents his stage character. This is the one he likes his fellows to see. He wants to enjoy a certain reputation, but knows in his heart he doesn't deserve it. The inconsistency is made worse by the things he does on his sprees. Coming to his senses, he is revolted at certain episodes he vaguely remembers. These memories are nightmares. He trembles to think someone might have observed him. As fast as he can, he pushes these memories far inside himself. He hopes they will never see the light of day. He is under constant fear and tension. That makes for more drinking. Psychologists are inclined to agree with us. We have spent thousands of dollars for examinations. We know but few instances where we have given these doctors a fair break. We have seldom told them the whole truth, nor have we followed their advice. Unwilling to be honest with these sympathetic men, we or women, we were honest with no one else. Small wonder may many in the medical profession have a low opinion of alcoholics and their chance for recovery.
We must be entirely honest with somebody if we expect to live long or happily in this world, rightly and naturally. We think well before we choose the person or persons with whom to take this intimate and confidential step. Those of us belonging to a religious denomination which requires confession must, and of course will want to go to the properly appointed authority whose duty it is to receive it. Though we have no religious connection, we may still do well to talk with someone ordained by an established religion. We often find such a person quick to see and understand our problem. Of course, we sometimes encounter people who do not understand alcoholics. If we cannot or would rather not do this, we search or acquaint our acquaintance for a close mouthed, understanding friend. Perhaps our doctor or psychiatrist will be the person. It may be one of our own family, but we can not disclose anything to our wife or our parents which will hurt them and make them unhappy. We have no right to save our own skin at another person's expense. Such parts of our story we tell to someone who will understand, yet be unaffected. The rule is we must be hard on ourselves, but always considerate of others. Notwithstanding the great necessity for discussing ourselves with someone, it may be one is so situated that there is no suitable person available. If that is so, this step may be postponed only. However, if we hold ourselves in complete readiness to go through with it at the first opportunity, we say this because we are very anxious that we talk to the right person. It is important that he be able to keep confidence that he fully understands and approves what we are driving at, that he will not try to change our plan, but we must not use this as a mere excuse to postpone.
When we decide who is to hear our story, we waste no time. We have a written inventory and we are prepared for a long talk. We explain to our partner what we are about to do and why we have to do it. He should realize, or she should realize, that we are engaged upon a life and death errand. Most people approach in this way will be glad to help. They will be honored by our confidence. We pocket our pride and go to it, illuminating every twist of character, every dark cranny of the past. Once we have taken this very step, withholding nothing, we are delighted. We can look the world in the eye. We can be alone at perfect peace and ease. Our fears fall from us. We begin to feel the nearness of our Creator. We may have had certain spiritual beliefs, but now we begin to have a spiritual experience. The feeling that the drink probably has disappeared will often come strongly. We feel we are on the broad highway, walking hand in hand with the spirit of the universe. Returning home, we find the place where we can be quiet for an hour, carefully reviewing what we have done. We thank God, or as you see it, or whatever you believe in. We thank that from the bottom of our
Lay down.
heart that we know about it
No.
better. Taking this book down from our shelf, we turn to the page which contains the 12 steps. Carefully reading the first 5 proposals, we ask if we have admitted anything, for we are building an ark through which we shall walk a free man at last, or a woman at last. Is our work solid so far? Is our work solid so far? Are the stones properly in place? Have we skimped on the cement put into the foundation? Have we tried to make mortar without sand?
Do we want to stop there for today?
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't matter what anybody thinks of your journey in your sobriety. You know things that help you to stay sober. You know that you can talk to anyone in AA, myself included, I should say. Um, Something works. Something, it just, it shows you that you can do it. You're worth every day. You are completely worth it, and you're not alone. You're far from alone. There's a lot of us that need the help and need reaching out, saying, "Hey, um, I need help with this." Don't be scared. We know what it's about. We know. I've been there. I'm still there, you guys. I admit every day to myself that I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I will for the rest of my life be a recovering alcoholic. It doesn't change. Um, I've done my steps. I do my steps daily. I do talk to people about my issues. If I'm like so irritated at something, I will reach out to my sister, my friend, my cousin, my sponsor. That's what it's about, is having someone that you feel comfortable talking to about your things that you need to get off your chest, and admit to someone that you've done something, whatever it is. It could be little, it could be big. But I know that it makes it a lot easier. My go-to for me to let my upsetness go is I go and reflect on, did I take that the wrong way? Should I change anything that I did in that? There's times that, yes, I have to go and I have to say, um, I'm sorry that I did that. That is my fault, and I shouldn't have lashed out at you like that. And that is how we make our relationships work. It's not always the alcoholic, recovering alcoholic, that's making the wrong thing. But when we admit to ourselves and to another human being on our feelings of frustration, having the love of your life, or whatever, if something's going on, that's what we're here for. AA's worked for me, and maybe it's not for you, but there's no reason to not try. This is this is simple work. For once you get through it, and you've been through it for a while, you will realize every day, whether I feel great or I feel like crap, every day I wake up that I'm sober, it is so worth it. Whether I want to cry or be upset, that's life. We just have to go with it. It's hard work to do that. For us, it's not easy at all, but we can do it. We can make it. You just have to want it bad enough and for yourself. It,
And Lucretia's right that 28 years sober and as close as that to drink as a newcomer. That's absolutely true because if you don't work it every day, and even still, there's a chance. So I do the same thing. I do the inventory and all everything before I go to bed and make sure that I am comfortable with where I'm at. And if I'm not, I'll reach out.
Mhm.
And that's what a sponsor's for. That's what you know. And it's a daily thing. Every single day. You can't not do your steps because not doing your steps takes you closer to drinking. And I'm not willing to risk going back to drinking. Something I
Yeah.
don't want to do.
When I first got sober, I was sober before I actually started going to AA, and I quit before for a year, and I was dumb. I went back out, but this is before I had no sponsor. I had no one that I felt. Yes, I'm married, but still, I know the things that I did while I was drinking to my family because I remember, and it wasn't worth it. The alcohol was not worth it at all because I almost lost my whole family, my husband and my two boys. Because when I was drinking, I thought, okay, I'm fooling them. I can take off before they get up. I can go to the store and I can get me a beer. I could chug it before I got home. I thought it was being sneaky, and I wasn't. They knew. Every single person knew that I was struggling with alcohol and I was just going straight down that path that I had told myself my whole life I was not going to do. I was not going to become an alcoholic. For years, I told myself that, and it worked. Then I hit my 30s and I become that alcoholic that I so tried to not become. I was that person. I don't like that person. That person is gone. I'm a new person. I still know those things, but you know what? It's time to get up and move on and live a sober life that is completely worth it. No matter what you're going through, you have a struggle, you're battling issues, there is help. There is help for everything. You just have to know who you are comfortable with telling your things to. Mine, I write it down and burn it. So we went up to Crater Lake this what day was it? Saturday we went. That view was so magnificent that my mind was completely clear. Completely clear. And I went back to camp and I was like, it's going to be a good day today. And it was a good day. I might have got upset a few times, and I'm sorry to the people that I got upset with, but I still don't feel comfortable telling people that I know from here my personal struggles with it because I don't know what's going to be thrown in my face. But in reality, this is me, and I'm not going to change for anyone except for myself because I can only control me and myself and my actions, and only I can make my amends. No one else can do it for me. And I've learned that. I accept that. It is what we have to do. I give you so much credit for being so strong with your struggles with sobriety. You ladies
Yeah.
are strong. Keep up your strength and focus on your lifestyle now. It's exactly what I'm doing. I'm living me. I'm not living anybody else. I was someone else, and that someone else was not. It wasn't me.
It was the alcohol.
It was the alcohol.
Yes, Renee, that is absolutely true. It was so breathtaking.
Yeah. But that's
We'll
where I,
talk, we'll talk about you talk about that on your adventure side, but
yeah.
talk about being close to your higher power. That lake really, really spoke to me. So much so that I was pretty much speechless. Well,
Yeah.
you hear in my video about it when I upload it. That was just I didn't know how to express what I was feeling, but it
Clear mind.
it darn near made me cry.
I'm going to cry now because I've
So
been all around it and we got lost up there and didn't realize it until yesterday when I got home. But I'll talk all about that tomorrow. Um, I'm glad I'm sober. I saw that with my clear eyes.
too.
I would have never got there, would have never even cared to go. I've been all the way, like I said, I've been all the way around it. I've lived on all four rounds of it, and I was still a practicing alcoholic. I was more worried to get into where we were going so I could have a drink. And I don't do that now. I take the time to actually pay attention, take it in, let things go, meditate.
Well, that's like being at the O23 meetup. That was an experience that and O22. Those were experiences that I would have never taken to heart or enjoyed if I was my old self. And I'm grateful that I'm sober almost 8 years. And I got to really enjoy meeting new people, um, talking to people, letting them know that it's okay. It's okay to have struggles. It's okay. I'm not going to judge you for things that you're doing or things that you're going through
Not our place.
or anything else. That is your business. If you feel comfortable telling me, I'm not telling anybody else because that's none of anybody else's business. And that is
Exactly.
something that AA has taught me is to somebody says, please don't tell anybody or please don't talk about this or
Yeah.
whatever it may be. It's, you know, it's something I take very seriously, very, very seriously. I don't like my friends being judged because they're having, they're going
Issues.
through something. They're struggling. I know what a struggle is. I really know what a struggle is. I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict, okay? I'm not ashamed to admit that. And nor should I ever be ashamed to
No.
admit that because it's damn hard work to stay clean and sober. It's every single day, you know, every day. It's a struggle. It's not easy. And if people think it's easy, it's not. I'm not
See,
afraid to cry in front of people. Look at
not
me. I'm
anymore.
crying. Okay?
Not anymore. We do cry about it because it is so wonderful to be here and see everything with open eyes, clear minded, um, we pray for those that find the help that are still struggling. Um, this life is worth it. No matter what you're going through, you can make it. There's help. There's help everywhere. You just have to want it. You need to call someone. You need to. There's AA and A everywhere around the world. And sometimes, if that, just go and sit and listen to the old timers. It will click. You will know. Oh, wow. I can have what they have. I can be sober and have true friends. I can have a family that loves me, a community that loves me. And I have that here. I have that in an AA group. I have that in friends. I don't question them anymore because if they don't want to hang out with me because I'm not drinking anymore, well, you know what? That's fine. That's your choice. I choose to stay sober. That is my walk. I am staying sober for me, and I will always stay sober for me as long as I can. And my plans are to never go back, but I only have today to say I am sober, and I'm for sure going to stay sober today because
Happy,
that's what
joyous,
we
and
have
free, even
today.
when crap is happening. That's right, Lucretia. That is absolutely right. Happy, joyous, and free.
Yep. You have to want it. It's work, but it's work on yourself, not work on this fool over here, this fool over there. Who cares what someone back there said about you? You know the truth. You know your truth. You speak your truth. And if you haven't, please get your voice back. I got mine. I used to sit somewhere like, oh no, I might be seen. I never thought about bringing my sobriety here. I never thought about reaching out to other people as much as I do right now. I am in this for me. I am in this to help the person that still suffers, to the people that need it.
Yes.
And it's all as you understand it. It is not, you don't have to be here. You choose to be here because you choose the path for you. That
Well,
easy.
I believe that since I've been sober, I believe that I am exactly where and doing exactly what I am supposed to be doing right now in this moment,
Yep.
every moment of every day.
Yep.
Because I have to believe that. I absolutely have to believe that. You know,
I used
God
to,
does not make mistakes, or your higher power, whatever you believe, does not make mistakes.
they put you
We
where you're
do.
supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason. We don't know what it is. We just go
I don't
about
know.
our day. And I think this is part of my purpose. Yes. But I can't guarantee that I'm going to be sober a year from now. I used to, when I first started going to AA, I used to say, I'm
One more
almost
year.
I'm almost 18 months. My sponsor's like, you're not there yet. And you know why she said that? Because I wasn't. You're not there until you are there that day. She always made it a purpose to call me, text me, have me come meet her. So that way she could give me a coin because I made it that far. And was, I'm so very proud of myself. I'm proud of my sister. I'm proud of everybody else that is out here being sober because it's worth it.
Hard work every day and reaching out to people, talking to people. You know, if I share too much, I can't take it back.
Nope.
I just have to have faith that what I say is in the right hands. And, you know, that's right. You have to focus on today, not tomorrow or 6 months from now, and not
Not
yesterday.
yesterday.
That's right, because yesterday has come and gone.
Yep.
You can't go back. So,
No.
but like, if someone tells me in confidence something and I know that I will keep it in confidence, and I hope they know
Yep.
I will keep it in confidence. It's because that's who I am. That's who I have become. I used to go and blab.
Yep.
Not anymore.
Yep.
I don't. You know,
Yeah.
I don't. But I'm gonna jump off the panel. I got stuff I need to get done.
Yeah, I do too. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and close the meeting today. And don't forget, I will be live tomorrow at 7:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for my adventures. We'll discuss all of our camping this last week, and I'll see you there. And Saturday morning, I will be doing another AA meeting at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please join us. And we're in the struggle. We have our daily things that we have to do. And please remember that we love you guys. And I pray for you guys every day. And please, Lucretia, get better. I'm praying for you to get better. All right. I love you guys. And please have a great day. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Keep coming back.
It works if you work it. Love you guys.